I think we can all testify to recently being witnesses to the new and obvious steps of the United States government in furthering the New World Order. Number one, they've been using Big Brother, running rampant out of control. In the UK, Big Brother and surveillance society has been prevalent and oppressive for many, many, many years. In the United States, though it has been a factor in taking away our civil liberties, it's kind of been a hidden agenda, kept more on the down low and secretive from the American people. But now they're just showcasing their efforts out in the open to the American people by installing naked body scanners in the majority of airports and using the Southern Poverty Law Center in the United States Census to profile, track, and basically, harass and demonize certain groups of American people. The census GPSs your location so they know where to find you, how to contact you, for whatever reason it may be. Just turn on your TV and you'll find the reasons. Tax ads all over the country are stating that the IRS will come find you at your house while you're sleeping, show up at your workplace, come directly and rob your money from your bank if you don't pay your dues back to the government.
Your name is Tom. You live just off of 5th Street. Nice car, Tom. Nice house. What's not so nice is you owe Pennsylvania $4,212 in back taxes. Listen, Tom, we can make this easy. Pay online by June 18th, and we'll skip your penalty and take half off your interest. Because, Tom, we do know who you are.
Another tool being used in the quest for a new world order is false flag terrorism. And there's no doubt the elitists are becoming desperate to achieve these goals because the American people are waking up in immense numbers and questioning and fighting back against their policies and actions. Just last week we got reports that a man drove his SUV smack dab into Times Square, put it in park, and walked away with a homemade bomb in it. Now, with all the unconstitutional bag searches, random traffic stops, and subway searches, they are happy to encroach on our Fourth Amendment rights, but somehow these thousands of police officers combing the streets of New York didn't find this suspicious, didn't see the man, didn't identify or stop the man, and he got away. The only thing better about this story is that your media is now telling you the Tea Party movement may have had a hand in this attempted bombing. The images of the man on surveillance video and pictures are blurry, pixelated, and fuzzy, and unidentifiable. But that obviously makes him a Tea Party supporter. This is not the acts of the Tea Party. These are acts of cowards. This is a cowardly attempt at scaring and instilling fear in the hearts and minds of the American people, and the only cowards I know capable of this are those in the White House. Today I ran across a story on no other website than Fox News. It was titled, Osama bin Laden alive and well living in Iran. Now, bin Laden's kidneys were shot before 9/11. His health was deteriorating to the point of fatality. We all know that he's more than likely dead. But yet again, Fox News seems to have information the American public and the government do not have. Iran is a country that we've been painting as a bad guy and evil presence for years. We've wanted a pretense to invade them and showcase our macho military power as a leader in the New World Order. Now, one of our enemies is allegedly living in this country. That's just one more reason to paint a picture of them as a bad, threatening nation. Now, our government wants to wipe these third world nations off the face of the earth so that they can integrate the European Union and the North American Union into one, and we can have a power structure that is a one-world totalitarian government, because these third-world countries are just another brick in the wall. That's why we are issuing mass vaccinations, untested vaccinations, to these countries that are resulting in hundreds of thousands of deaths, and likely more to come. Personally, I believe that these drastic measures are being taken because of how desperate the New World Order is, and Obama's frontmen, Obama's leaders, are now putting pressure on him as the president of the New World to ramp up his measures into forcing us into this global union, this New World Order, this one world government. I can just hear now one of his, annoying little New World Order snobby elitists telling him what to do.
Please, Mr. Obama, help us expose these anti-New World Order activists with their bullhorns and their stickers and their banners. They're exposing our plans.
But then again, I can also hear the distinct voices of Rockefeller and Brzezinski laying down the hammer to their fascist ideas.
Listen, Barack. If you don't carry out this New World Order, and if you do forget who put you into power, you will be very, very sorry. Because I'm David Rockefeller, and I run this.
Mr. Rockefeller probably would have had a raspier voice because he's about 256 years old. And he probably wouldn't have said, I run this, but, let's cut the humor. Now is the time. It's the time to stop being nonchalant and casual about the New World Order. Stop being irritated that they're taking away your rights. And get angry. Get pissed off. Because it's serious. These measures are being taken against the American people. It has nothing to do with terrorism, Iraq, Al-Qaeda. It has nothing to do with foreign entities or threats. These naked body scanners and surveillance are being used against legal citizens, law-abiding, non-violent citizens. The terror in New York is meant to affect us domestically. It has nothing to do with our foreign policy or threats. Throughout history, when publics behave like the American people are, they confide, they trust in their own government, and they close their eyes and stop watching the tyrants at bay. They control the money flow, they centralize all the power, and they move towards the great view that such people as Mao and Hitler and even President Bush have all shared. And that's the view of a one-world government. It's up to you and it's up to me to stop it. So let's put our hands together, join this together, and let's not stop. Don't let any politician tell you you can't speak out. Don't let any laws stop you from using your constitutional amendments. Because what this country was founded upon was flushed away long ago. And that's the United States Constitution.